So I'm gonna be going over all the CDs I have, maybe a short review if I've listened to them or have an actual opinion, but okay. They're not in any specific order, just how I had them on my rack, but this one, first up, Splinters in My Flesh from Whitetail Records, and it's They Hung Us from Power Lines double record thing. Came with some Pokemon cards, 2 stickers, one of which is on here, the other on my boombox, and a little picture of the band and info stuff. Here's the front cover, here's the back cover. The actual vinyl print is pretty cool. Here's the back cover. I have some opinions on that. I'm not the biggest emo violence fan in the world. I usually like They Hung Us from Power Lines, and this is a good standalone, this is a good record. It's just like, I don't really like this genre all this much, but I like They Hung Us from Power Lines. So it's not my favorite, but for the genre, I think it's really good, which is why I bought this, because I appreciate the album for what it's worth, and I wanted to support Whitetail Records and They Hung Us and all that. Second, Aerosmith 9 Lives. There's not much to say about this. It's just a really solid record. It's probably, I want to say, my second favorite Aerosmith album. I don't know, it's pretty good. And we have the Beatles. I think this is their greatest hits. I'm not sure. It's alright. I don't like the Beatles that much. U2, Action Baby. I love this album. I get compliments on it all the time. It has sick cover art, front and back. Amazing CD design, like look at that. And the back is also sick. Once again, just goated album. This was my introduction to avant-garde music, classic yes. As for that reason, it introduced me to so much music like Black Midi, which by the way, Black Midi, awesome avant-garde band. Listen to them if you haven't. That, Jordy Greep's solo career, the bassist, I forgot his name, just opened up a lot of doors for me, and it's a great album. The Offspring, smash. It's pretty good. It's not like crazy good. I think it's definitely overhyped a lot. Listening to this on physical versus streaming though, with the sit down, turn up your volume, look at the TV, all that, that's a cool experience. It's that and like Michael Jackson's Dangerous with the skits and stuff in between. I love when media does that. It's awesome. Joe Satriani, Surfing with the Aliens. Also an amazing album. He's one of my favorite guitarists. Joe Satriani and Gary Moore are awesome. Nirvana, Icon. I mean, it's fine. I think I like Incesticide more, but it is what it is. Speaking of Incesticide, here we have Incesticide, front, back. I'm using the back cover for this because I like it more. I'm a fan of this cover, or this actual disc. Simple, but you know, it's cool. Foo Fighters' greatest hits. This is the only Foo Fighters record I have, which it is what it is. I want their self-titled because they're more like noisy than anything, but this is pretty good. Nirvana MTV Unplugged. This is oh, you like Nirvana? You'll love this, from the record store guy. He's like, oh, you don't want to listen to popular stuff. Give this a whirl. It's great, but most of the fans of this album are so pretentious that it gives it a bad name. But my ranking for Nirvana goes Bleach, or not Bleach, in Uteria, Incesticide, shoot, what was the other one? I swear I'm not a poser. I forgot the other one. Whatever. Lahar, Provide and Conquer. I found this at a Savannah store. I'm pretty sure it's a local band, but correct me if I'm wrong. Couldn't find much about it online, but I also didn't spend that much time looking. I listened to a little bit of it. I'm not too big of a fan. Hot Heat, Make Up the Breakdown, pretty good. They're kind of like indie-ish, but if it's on streaming, I'd give it a listen. I'm pretty sure they're... Actually, let me see. I think it says... Yeah, 2003. They're from Seattle. Pretty good. This is a local band from Atlanta, Georgia. None of their stuff is on streaming. I'm going to rip the files from this CD whenever I actually feel like doing it and upload them to Internet Archive so all of y'all can listen. I love this. I love this album. It's one of the coolest thrifting finds I've found. And the fact that it's not on streaming means I get to preserve another piece of media that would have been lost if it weren't for me. So that's pretty cool. This one, there's not a lot of CDs out. This is on streaming, but the dude's pretty unpopular, unfortunately. It's alright. I don't have too much to say about it. It's just alright. I'm gonna put that back. Here we have A Peaceful Journey by Yapping and the Boys. I really like this album. Despite kind of what I post on social media about all the hardcore stuff, I am a sucker for like slower hip hop, jazz, blues, all of that. When I say I'm a blues fan, I'm not joking. I love blues and I love slower types of music, especially when it comes to hip hop. This is a pretty good album. Not a lot of it is super bluesy, but it's got a calming feeling to it, and I appreciate this album. UGK, Ridin' Dirty. This, I don't want to say my favorite hip-hop record, but this is one of my favorite hip-hop records. This is a 2-disc set for part 1 and part 2 of Ridin' Dirty. Unfortunately, though, unless I found the other one, yeah. I have Common B on the other one, and I have disc 2 of Ridin' Dirty. I do not have disc 1. Instead, it came with the Common B because I got this at a thrift shop. Which that B is a great album. Ridin' Dirty, also a great album. Probably above B. I can't put it into words. Once again, that slower kind of like jazzy feel from Riding Dirty that you kind of see in early, it's kind of in the same vein as early Kanye mixed with older J. Cole. If that makes any sense. Pretty cool. The Egyptian Enclave, I listened to this. I love the guitar work and all that. I don't really know how to put it in words. Kind of indie-ish. Kind of, I don't know. You check if this is on streaming. If it is, give it a listen. Pretty good. 2 Unlimited, get ready. It's alright. I'm just not too big of a fan of this genre. Duran Decade. This is... I love early Duran so much. The jewel case is kind of messed up, so ignore that. But, dude, like quintessential 80s. They're awesome. Here's the very best of Prince. There's not much to say. It is the very best of Prince, and I agree with that. Awesome album. Once again, 80s. And here is the previously mentioned Michael Jackson's Dangerous. This is my favorite MJ album, and one of my favorite 80s kind of pop albums of all time. It's just timeless. You have some banger albums that are so well known but never attributed to album. Like, well, Black and White, but you also get Heal the World, Give In to Me, and then Remember the Time. Like, you've heard of all of those songs, but you have not listened to them while listening to Dangerous. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like this is one of his, if not the best MJ album, and I will die on that hill. Yes, it's better than Thriller. Kill me. Aerosmith Big Ones. Not my favorite Aerosmith album. I like their other stuff more. That's all I have to say. It's not particularly bad. I just don't enjoy it as much. Oh, okay, this one is good. Gravity Kills by Gravity Kills. This is a banger, experimental kind of like EDM drum steppy. Think of Shadow the Hedgehog the game on PS2. That kind of soundtrack. And they do it so well. It is so good. I highly... Oh. It's okay, guys, no scratches. I need to get a better jewel case for this. I highly recommend you to listen to this album if you have any interest in that kind of stuff. Gravity Kills by Gravity Kills. Just give it a listen. Awesome album. Pretty underrated. Jane's Addiction, Strays. I don't really like it. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack of that. I know there's a lot of Jane's Addictions fans. I just, especially this album, I just don't see the hype. I'm sorry. Oh, here. Train's debut album. Stickers on it and all. This is awesome. I love Train. They're one of my favorite, like, feel-good bands. They're kind of indie-ish. They're kind of like classic rock, kind of. It's more like folk mixed with classic rock. They have a lot of country influence, but it's not really folk, if you know what I mean. Train's just pretty good. I like Train. Here is Train's other album, Save Me from San Francisco. I love the cover art. Ignore the Goodwill sticker. I haven't taken that off yet. it's also just a pretty good record. Train has they don't have a lot of bad stuff. Everything is either mediocre to good. And they're not super controversial or anything. Here is Frank Sinatra Duets. This is probably my second favorite album of Frank Sinatra, even though it's a duets album. It's just there's so many iconic tracks. My favorite of which being, I think, probably New York, or I've Got the World on a String. Those are both amazing. And here we have Gold by Frank Sinatra. All of Sinatra's albums and like compilations, duets, and all of that, they're all just solid. There's you can't really hate on big band. It's just not. It's kind of hard to explain. I feel like I'm saying that a lot. It's kind of just an excuse for when I don't know what to say. If any of y'all are like still watching this far, which I don't know why you would. Just, I don't know. Cats. This music was, I mean, the songs are alright, but the concept, the freaky outfits and then the cats like prowling around in the crowd, it's, every time I look at this album, I get freaked out. American Head Charge. Aesthetically, one of my favorite albums. Like, look at this, the hot pink with the, not really clashing, but like the white stands out. It's got a cooler tone to it than the pink. And this is perfect. When I look in a CD or a DVD and I want a booklet, this booklet is what I want. This is what I want. So you have the lyrics and such on the back. Then on front, you get this sick poster. Like, look at that. Once again, when I pick up a CD and it has a massive booklet inside of it, I'd rather get this than something going over all the lyrics. I'll always love this album. And speaking of like the actual music, it's also just a banger album. I don't know if I would call them like punk-ish, but I don't know, they just have really good vibes and I love the music. It's not like overly hardcore or anything. And it's not like you can't not understand it. Like, they're clear with their message and how they speak and sing and like the music in general. It's just really well executed. Most of their music is. I was happy to get this because I actually love this album too. Let me fits the booklet. Skid Row. Once again, pretty big 80s fan. I like them. I don't know if you would call them punk, maybe more like 80s heavy rock, but their self-titled is pretty good. Like, I'm not a big fan of this, but I like this album. I think it's one of their better albums. Elton John, Something About the Way You Look Tonight, and Candle in the Wind, 1997. I know this is a simple cover, but I love it. The rose over the navy background and the gold lettering is just really pretty to me. And it's just nice to look at with the red bordering too, to add further contrast. Oh, I think this is my second copy actually. I had another one with the tape off, but this one's still sealed. Speaking of the actual music, this probably is one of my least favorite Elton John records, which is unfortunate because I love the cover. Yeah, I would go into why, but I think I just get a bunch of hate comments for my opinion, and I want to deal with that. By Atlantic. Oh. You've definitely with this track list, it's kind of hard to not give this like a 9 out of 10. This is one of my favorite R&B albums, like, of all time. Solid high 9 out of 10. I love everything about this album, except for the jewel case letting the disc slip out. The disc itself is also just very aesthetically pleasing to look at. Like, that's such a pretty disc. I miss when we got cool designs instead of just like people's faces plastered on disc, or just like empty discs with only the info on it. That always pisses me off. I got this at a Goodwill. I have not yet listened to it. It's a multi-disc. It has some pretty cool cover art, and I always love picking up double disc, and I don't know. It's got some some odd titles: Shrunken Head, Love Not Lunch, Female Jesus, Underneath Your Bed, Just Go Away, Lazy Girl Blues, New Used Car, and a Plate of Barbecue, Heart Attack on the Prairie, Voodoo Doll, Chloroform, Aloha Ha, Lovely, Sometimes It's You, Monday Night, Giant City, Graves Are Fun to Dig. It feels like it has a very edgy feel, but I also feel like it sounds similar in vein to Train, so I'm kind of excited. This album has done irreparable damage to people that collect physical media. This album, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna sound like a poser, but I love this album. It's like quintessential 2000s, 2010s pop punk. But that stupid second track, I came in through the window last night. That track, every time I hear that track, I want to blow my brains out. Overall, it's a pretty good album. I'm a huge fan. It's just every time that second track comes on when I'm listening through, I can feel the cringe, bro. It's I can feel the pain of the hundreds of women that have experienced a talking stage from a man that made a TikTok to that song, and it pains me. Purple Rain by Prince. There's not much like input I can give. Everyone knows this is a masterpiece. If you somehow have not listened to this record, please do. It's on streaming. It's everywhere. It's beautiful. This record has brought me to tears the first time I heard it. Please go listen to it. Very amazing record. This is my favorite musical. This and Heathers are my favorite musicals. I love this. I'm a huge fan of like big band, jazz cab, all of that stuff. Musical is fun, cool take on, not take, but cool kind of lesson on history. Here's that. The booklet is pretty cool. It goes through like the making of the musical. Here's the disc. Yeah. 8 out of 10 musical. Maybe 7. High 7 out of 10 musical. It's pretty good. I'm gonna go through these fast because I haven't heard them. This I have not heard, but once again, big fan of blues, souls, R&B, and such. I am excited to give this a listen. Yeah, not much to say. It's a pretty cool soundtrack if you're an 80s buff, but I'm not very much. This was a cool find. It's pretty common, but cool little piece of history to show you what was popular at the time. Pretty good record. I have not listened to all of it, but I like the first few tracks that I've heard, and it has sick cover art. Like, look at that. That's awesome. Matthew Sweet, 100% Fun. I think is made in 1997. This dude was in a few semi-popular bands. Who put this in the wrong way? Oh my god. And I just dropped it. Oh. Okay. But yeah, it's a pretty fun album. Same vein as Train, except maybe like a little rockier. Iconic album. Once again, quintessential 80s. Give it a listen if you haven't, which you definitely have. Like, you've definitely heard like a prayer by Madonna. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Double Trouble in Step. I prefer Wall of Denial to Voodoo Child. Yeah, go ahead, lynch me. I don't care. I could not care any less. Wall of Denial is leagues above Voodoo Child. Screw you, man. Amaryllis by Shinedown. Love this cover out. One of my favorite cover arts and disc designs that I've ever seen in a CD. Like, this is just sick. I'm a sucker for like plants and flowers and such. I think they're awesome. I do a lot of flower photography, and the mandala and that's just really sick, and the contrast with the black, it's just aesthetically pleasing. But the thing is that I also love the album. A lot of country influence, but still kind of same vein in Train. A lot of this stuff I'm comparing to Train, which isn't a great basis to compare, but yeah. I'm not great at reviews. This is just classical. It's subpar. I'm gonna be honest, like 3 out of 10. This is not my favorite compilation. Jazz for a Rainy Afternoon. Amazing compilation. I cannot lie. And the cover is cool. Here's that. If you wanna, you can reverse the image if you want to do all that. I don't know if you do. This is one of my favorite CDs I have. It's just such a good compilation. This is my childhood movie, which easily puts it super high on the list. I also just the The CD vinyl is just funny. NSYNC, No Strings Attached. I haven't listened to this yet, so cool art and such though. Skid Row, B-Sides Ourselves. I think this is one they're more like, oh, we blew up albums. Once again, it's not bad. I just like their self-titled more. And here we get more onto the other stuff. Journey, Revelation. I'm missing one of the discs, I think. No, I'm not. Oh my god. I found the other one. Yeah, okay. Well, I have the whole thing. This is pretty sick. It's just... It's good. It's really good. I don't have much more to say other than that. It's just great. Goldfrapp, Utopia. Kind of like dreamy pop, I guess you would say. Like dream pop, sleepy. It's alright. I like the cover art. It's cool with the kind of like... I'm trying to think what it was called. Like that 80s aesthetic with the grids and like the sunset and such. Retro wave or something. It's just cool art, but I'm not too big of a fan of the album. Titanic, Unavoidable. Also a banger hip-hop album. It is unfortunate that these are on digipacks because digipacks suck. I hate digipacks so much. Like, they're such a horrible way to store CDs. You get this, right? That's not bad. That's not bad. But you don't have a protective cover. Like, look at that. It doesn't even stay in place. There's no magnets or anything. Digipacks just suck. Like, these are the worst medium to ever store CDs in. I could genuinely... One of those, like, CDR racks where it goes, like... There's a bottom, and then it, like, goes up, and you just stack the individual CDs on that. I'd prefer that over to this, because at least you can put a cap on it that's not going to move, and they won't get scratched. Digipacks just suck. Here's a good one. This is a record by Twig and Leaf. I'm pretty sure these are the demos by Twig and Leaf. I tried to salvage this from the paper bag that I was given the CDR in. It did not come off cleanly, so it's in pieces. I'm sorry, Twig and Leaf, if you ever see this. Here's the disc. It's just a CDR. They're folk punk. Not a big fan of folk punk, but I also love collecting local band stuff, and they have some, like, pretty good motives for it, so I can't say much. This, if you're into CDs, you've definitely seen this. Glitchcore, May.exe, blah blah. Yeah, if you collect CDs, you've seen an ad for this. It's like, claim my free Vocaloid CD now. And I did. And honestly, not bad for what I was expecting. It's like an independent, relatively new Vocaloid producer. I think there's a Miku feature on this, but I'm not sure. But, like, this is solid. This is really solid. It originally just came in like a sleeve, but I cut it up and put it into a jewel case so I could store it better. I also like the disc art. It's pretty cool. And then here's a Whitney Houston Live, The Greatest Performances, CD and DVD, which, if I can get them out, whatever. The cover art is just purple, and it comes with this pretty sick booklet that's like pictures and stuff of her performances and information about it. I think that's awesome. Here's Wake Up and It's Over by Lovejoy. It's really good. I hate to say it. I know the lead singer for Lovejoy is like an abuser or whatever. I don't care. I love Wilbur Soot's music. I love this album. It's just great. I mean, obviously, don't support him on streaming or anything. But pretty good album. Hate to say it. And then we have Nevermind, 2 CD 30th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. Yeah. Obviously, this is like a grunge classic. It's just good. Like, it's good. There's some better grunge options out there, but I'm not going to be pretentious. It's a good album. I'm not going to act like it isn't. Foreigner, I don't like them too much. It is what it is. My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade, and Living with Ghosts. Ooh. Boy, The Black Parade is, don't get me wrong, awesome album. I love it. Everybody loves it. I mean, if you like MCR, you probably know them from The Black Parade. It's not my favorite album. This is gonna sound very pretentious and posery, but I prefer Bullets or Bullets, Conventional Weapons, or what do you call it? 3 Cheers over Black Parade. Yeah, I'm sorry, not sorry, but yeah. And then we have 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge Deluxe Edition. This, I do not care what anybody says. The deluxe or remixed edition, this is infinitely better than the original album. I'm so sorry, but listening to this version compared to the originally mixed version is like listening to a completely different album. It's amazing. You can call them a cash grab all you want for releasing more albums and blah blah, but you would be lying if you told me that the remasters were not amazing, because they are. MCR releases some of the best remastered albums of all time, and I'll stand by that. I genuinely believe that. Every album that they've remastered, Danger Days, what they've released so far, 3 Cheers, some of the not Danger Danes, Black Parade songs, just anything they remastered or remix is just good. Like, they do not miss with the remakes. It's just, I don't understand it. Okay. And now we have my super rare CDs. This one is very special. There's a radio show from, I think, 1978 to 1997, or not 97, 2007, called Sounds of Sinatra, that was ran by Sid Mark, aka Skid Mark. This CD is the one used on air on November 7th and 8th, 1998. Yup, this is not legal to own at all. If you look, where is it? Right here has copyright stuff, and then destroy after use. Same with this one. I should not own this. This should not be owned by anybody. You can find some of the CDs from the other days, but none of them come with this. This is rare. This is like the plan or script kinda for the radio show. So that's pretty cool. This is one of my coolest finds, I think. And then this is A Crime for All Seasons, A Crime for All Seasons by My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult. This is a, I want to say, let me see, 1997, yeah. This is a 90s punk / first wave emo band, or I guess first wave revival technically, because first wave was like exclusively 80s hardcore punk. Yeah, it's pretty cool album. This is one of the few like actually emo albums I have, and it's pretty sick even though it's technically not emo. More like grunge or punk than anything, but still. And I think after Amaryllis, first is this disc and then Amaryllis in terms of vinyl art. Like, look at that. Is that not the sexiest CD you have ever seen? God, dude. Such a sick album. And then we have Scrooge McRock by Grand Buffet. I got this CD for $5. It is extremely rare, and it is worth upwards of $130. This is a banger hip-hop album. And when I say hip-hop, I want you to think of like Odd Future and Cherry Bomb by Tyler, the Creator, mixed with the Beastie Boys, kind of like hip-hop. Like the stuff you'd get called white trash for listening to in 2003. Banger album. Please listen to it. Yeah, I think it's on Internet Archive or YouTube or Spotify or somewhere. Give it a listen. Awesome album. Please, I'm begging you. Here we have a sealed copy of Lotus by Little Sims. I'm a pretty big fan of all of her music. I would open this to show you the CD, but it's sealed, and I want to keep it sealed because I'm a big fan of her stuff. This is not especially my favorite album, but I jumped at the chance to get one of her albums sealed to keep. And I like the cover art. It's really pretty, so I'll probably keep that one sealed. Then we have City Cruising by Classics on the Road, which is a Japanese sound system testing. It's a demo thing to test your sound systems. This one in particular was not meant to be sent out because it's a demo sub disc. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this was actually like for broadcast. Maybe this specific one. It's like a weird demo tape thing. And I'm a big car nerd, and I saw this at a thrift shop, and it's Japanese, which I'm a Japanese car enthusiast. I had to pick this up. Got it for $2. It is worth like $43 on Discogs. And this is our not final album. This is, I'll save that one for last, actually. Sorry, I had to grab a few other CDs. Here we have And Nothing Bad Happened by Dear Marianne. Emo Revival, aka 6th Wave Emo. Or maybe 7th Wave, I'm not sure. They're pretty cool. I'm not the biggest fan. My brother went and bought these CDs. Technically aren't even mine, but they're in my collection. I'm just not a big emo revival fan, and it's more Midwest emo than anything, so. Here is Casually Cruising by, I think Arcadia Gray. Yeah, Arcadia Gray. I like the cover art. Once again, not a huge emo revival fan. All the like actual disc art for these bands is sick though. They put a lot of effort into their CDs, which I appreciate. Here's Konami Code by Arcadia Gray. I actually like this one. This is pretty cool. It's also emo revival, but it's more like rocky. Not rocky. It's more like, I want to say like indie sleaze type of rock mixed with sixth wave. I hope I'm saying that. I'm just going to keep saying sixth wave. I don't want to interrupt the video and look it up. Also more sick disc art. Then Attack Attack's most recent CD. This one specifically is a 500 limited. This disc, Amarashite Midori Desu. I don't think that's correct, but I'm not gonna look up how to pronounce it again, or the Romanized version of the Japanese, because I can't read kanji. Wow, before I even show you the disc, there is so much I need to talk about with Midori. They are my favorite Japanese band of all time. Favorite foreign band of all time, even. I'll say that. I will say that with no second thought. I love Midori. I love Margo Goto. I love Hajimeto. I love Usagi. I love every member of the band, every former band before them, any side projects, any solo careers. Everyone involved in Midori is so talented and so unique in how they play. They formed a completely new genre called jazz punk. And why that is because they use orchestral instruments and like jazzy bluesy riffs, especially Hajimeto with the keyboard. And I think at a time they also used someone with a classical bass and like the bow and such. Wow, it's just, this is, I don't think it's their debut album. I may be wrong, but it is definitely their most iconic album, whether that be valid or not. this is Hello, We Are Midori. I have a sealed promo edition of the CD, and it's just so beautiful I could cry. Look at that that strip, bro. It's so pretty, man. Just the CD itself is so pretty, and the fact that it's sealed adds so much more to it, to its value. And just as a fan of Midori, I have so much to say about this. Literally, listen to the first 2 tracks of this album, and you will understand. You'll just understand the hype and the vibes behind this. And even though this isn't my favorite album of theirs, easy 9 out of 10. I'm not talking about like recording quality or any of that BS. This is raw, this is unique, and it's just something you'll never hear anything that sounds exactly like it again. There will never be another Midori. There have been bands similar to Midori, but there will never be another Midori. If you listen to any of their music and then you go watch a live performance and you see Hajimeto or Mariko Goto running across the stage, or if you see one of them like go into the crowd surf, slam a microphone onto their head, make themselves bleed, or like strip and go into the crowd and like kiss their fans or whatever. I'm not saying it's pretty. I'm not saying that they're distinguished. What I'm saying is that they're genuine and you can feel the music. It's not made for any superficial purpose. It's not made for anything. It's made strictly to be a band, to be something that they enjoy. And even though they ended in 2010, I think 7 years after, I'm probably wrong about that. They had a close to 10-year run, and regardless of the fact that they ended in 2010, I believe they added to a small niche in music history that never would have come on if it weren't for them. I could go on and on about this album, but I'll spare y'all. Just please, they are on streaming. Go listen to them. And they've been blowing up recently, and I have never been happier to see a band get recognition like this. And what's funny to me is that they have like, I think they had like 100,000-ish streams the last time I checked, which was like a year ago, I'll admit. But the fact that there's that much, and then Mariko Goto on either Goto Mariko Acoustic Violence Pop or DJ 510 Mariko has, I think at the most in the past year, had less than like 4,000 monthly streams at the peak, is disappointing to me. If you're gonna find a band as unique as this and as cool as this, and you're just... it's just disappointing to me how so many people will look at this band and then not give any of the members the recognition they deserve or help them out with their own solo career. It upsets me. Favorite record in my collection, period. And that's all I have for you guys in terms of CDs. I might do another video on my vinyls or manga or DVDs, maybe even my cassettes or VHS. Or, I'm gonna do another video on my games and consoles. Thank you guys for sitting here with me for an hour listening to me yap about CDs that I own and kind of babble. Yeah, I'm just making this for my friends so I don't have to go on call with them and review my CDs separately. I love you guys. Oh, before I go, mouth guard shirt. Here, 912 hardcore. Support your local bands, support your local businesses. Please buy CDs. Please upload them to Internet Archive. Preserve media. I'm begging you guys. If I lose another album or something to the sands of time because no one decided to upload them to anything, I'm gonna cry. Please, for the love of God, man, just come on. Okay, bye. copy Run, which I don't think a lot of people love Attack's modern music. They're more in for the electronica core of like early stuff, like Ashley's Home. That track was like all anyone knew. Dark Waves though, it's just kind of generic crab / deathcore. It's not very riveting. And then last but definitely not least, we have Amarashite Midori Desu something, aka Hello, We Are Midori, or Midori. This is